Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim Santos if you're new. If you're not new, hey, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. So today's video, I'm going to be sitting down with you guys and talking about products that are overhyped and overpriced. So all of these products are very luxury beauty items, varying from brands like Tom Ford to Natasha Denona. And I'm not saying that they're not valued and they're not worth an expensive price, but I definitely think that some of these products are overhyped for sure, and also they just don't deserve the price tag they have. They could be a little bit less, you know what I mean? They can still be expensive, but not this expensive. It's just my opinion, and honestly, I'm someone who I will spend a lot on beauty products if they work and they're great. But sometimes you have to know that line of, am I gonna eat today or am I gonna put on eyeshadow? You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm gonna get into this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and let's get into this overpriced and overhyped beauty products. So I'm gonna start off with a product that I have wanted forever. And once I got it, I was really happy, but I've only used it maybe 3 times. 3 times of this product. And this is the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. It is beautiful. The packaging is amazing. It's luxe. It's high quality. And when you open it up, the colors are gorgeous. Now, I kind of like this divider. It's kind of annoying, but it's nice because it doesn't get the mirror dirty. But to be fair, I haven't even taken the plastic off the mirror. That's how much I haven't used this product since I gotten it. You know what? I'm going to take that off now because that's a little bit embarrassing. I just always forget I have it, or, you know, I don't travel with it too often. I know I have to make the effort to use this more. So this palette costs in Canadian $162. That is more than my car payment, okay? Like, this is my car right here. And then in US dollars, it's $129. Don't get me wrong, this palette is beautiful and I still would buy it, but I don't use it enough. And I don't know, the shadow pans are really big, but $129/$162 if you're in Canada is a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. And there are a lot of other palettes like from ABH that have amazing quality palettes, great color selection, and the formula is amazing, but they're like a quarter of this price. I honestly think this palette could be $20 less or $30 less. You know what I mean? It just $162. That is insane for a palette. So definitely if you want this palette, you go for it because it is good quality, but you have to realize like, that's a lot for eyeshadows. They're great. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that they're not deserving of a high price. You can get a lot of things for $162. Maybe not at Sephora because you put 2 things in your cart and it's $500, but you can get like other products, you know what I mean? Another overpriced, overhyped product is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And I'm saying this, guys, this is one of, or my favorite foundation of all time. But the thing is, I don't really like it on its own. And I've said this a million times, but I just don't like the amount of coverage it gives. And if you're gonna do a full coverage face with this product, it looks beautiful, but you have to use quite a bit. And this product costs $72 in Canadian and $64 American. That is a lot for a foundation. And this is just like a standard size foundation, 1 fluid ounce. I'm glad that I like to mix this in my foundations because it makes the bottle last a little bit longer. But the thing is, it's still so pricey, and there is a lot of dupes on the market for Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. One of them is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I absolutely love that foundation. It has the same formula and texture, like very kind of liquidy, but not too liquidy. It just sits nice on the skin and also gives that dewy finish. I haven't seen another foundation that has the perfect undertone for me like this one does, and it doesn't oxidize. So that's why I always buy it. But realistically, like if I didn't mix this into all my foundations and get more use out of it that way, then I probably wouldn't still purchase it. And there's other products like Pro Glow. So this is overpriced and overhyped. And I'd say this is my most expensive foundation. So, but I love it so much. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. Clearly, I just like to blow my money on makeup. I'm not the only one though. You guys are all watching. The next product I have is the Marc Jacobs Omega Highlighter. Now, that looks really dirty. Anyways, I got this product for Christmas. It was part of their limited edition collection they released this past holiday season. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I bought this because of the packaging. I love their bronzers. I love the contour little kit that comes in this size, but I know the color. I'm not gonna get that much use out of it. Let's be honest here. If you're buying this highlighter, you're someone who collects highlighters. A first-time buyer is not gonna be getting a highlighter like this. And if you're purchasing this, chances are you have so many other highlighters to use, so you're not gonna go through a big pan like this. And I wanna say the price of this product is probably $64, $59. Probably the same as their other contour kits just because of the sizing and like the pan, but I couldn't find it on the website. Just for future references, if Marc Jacobs comes out with anything like this, I wouldn't buy these just because unless it's like the most beautiful highlighter in the world and you feel like you're gonna use a lot of it, I don't know, I just feel like this highlighter, like there's other ones that are like this and they're for way less, and plus, I don't know, I just got suckered into the packaging, let's be honest here. The next product I have is a lipstick and it's the Chanel, I think the matte fluid ink, something like that. And this is just a regular liquid whipped lipstick. And I find that it's Chanel, the packaging's beautiful, it's luxe, but it's not that nice. Like it's kind of patchy, it doesn't really show up on areas of the lips, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I've used this once. I just didn't like it that much. When I bought it at the time, I was at the Chanel counter and I was like, ooh, I wanna have a Chanel lipstick because I'm someone, I have like a collection of luxe lipsticks and I wanna make a video showing them all, but I didn't have a Chanel one, so I'm like, why not? It's cute, has the gold top, big waste of money. It just, like I said, I don't like the formula, and the color selection with these lipsticks was not that nice. I find a lot of these high-end brands, they'll come out with like peaches, that's like they're kind of nude, but nothing like a nice neutral nude. They'll come out with a lot of bright pinks, some hot pinks, and obviously a red, but not too many selections and a nice nude. I just feel like that would be too warm on me. And for the price being $46 in Canadian, I couldn't find it in US. I don't know, there's other lipsticks of mine that are from the drugstore that I like way better than this, and there's other high-end lipsticks I love that are either around the same, less, or more that are just better. I don't know, I think this is overpriced. Not really overhyped because I don't hear anyone talk about this, but let's be honest. Being a Chanel product, it is overhyped. So speaking of Chanel once again, this is a product I think I've used twice, and on the twice try, I just didn't want to use it again, and now it sits in my collection collecting dust and will never be used. And this is the famous overhyped and overpriced Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronzer Cream. Now I'm gonna open this and you guys are gonna laugh. It looks like I haven't touched it, right? Well, I have, but it's just too orange. And also the texture of this product is not my favorite. And plus, this is massive. You think I'm gonna go through this? No. I don't know. I know Tati loves it. I've heard that Jaclyn Hill likes it a lot, but it doesn't do much. I have other bronzers from like Physicians Formula, from other high-end brands like Guerlain. I have bronzers like from the Marc Jacobs collection, and I absolutely love all those. But this one, being a cream bronzer, not my favorite. And this is so overhyped. Like everyone talks about this bronzer so highly, and I don't understand. I don't get it. And the price of this bronzer is $54 Canadian and $48 US. It's not crazy like Natasha Denona pricing. If you're not gonna use it, you might as well get a couple good lipsticks or other products from this, you know? So the next product that is overpriced and overhyped is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Okay, so don't get me wrong, I kind of have a love and hate relationship with this primer. I could absolutely not use this today on my skin because I have a lot of dry patches on my skin right now because I've been breaking out, so my acne is drying up, it's flaking, it's just not looking cute. Like right here, I have a spot. Putting this primer over that picks up on those dry spots and it doesn't look smooth. If you have oily skin, you might like this, but to be fair, I think I'm someone who doesn't like primers. Like I don't really see the hype and I don't see the difference when I use any of them. The only one I've really liked was the YSL Touche Éclat Blurring Primer, and oddly enough, not a lot of people see the hype in that one, but I felt like that was the only one that really did anything. This Tatcha one, you do get a lot of product, but it's not the most sanitary. You always have to dig into it as well. I don't mind the smell. The smell of this reminds me of the Tim Hortons Earl Grey tea, or it smells like Fruit Loops because that tea smells like Fruit Loops. That's what it reminds me of. I know this primer is a hit and miss for a lot of people, and the pricing for this is $63 Canadian and $52 US. That's quite a bit. And I get it, the packaging is very luxe. It's like kind of odd too. So it's a big circle, it's a disc. Obviously that's gonna play out in manufacturing, it's gonna cost more. But especially now that e.l.f. kind of has a dupe for this primer, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, I would have rather bought that to try that kind of texture out than kind of commit to the big Tatcha Silk Canvas. I don't know. For me, I just think this is overpriced and overhyped. If you love this, I'm so happy for you. I'm delighted over the moon. And if I had extras, I would give you them. But I don't know if you'd want this dirty old used one, because I've dug my fingers in that. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there. Speaking of another primer that is overpriced and overhyped, I'm actually like really triggered about this product because I see so many of the big beauty influencers who love this product, and I don't understand. I think that they're ripping off everyone who buys this product. And I've used this product maybe like 4 or 5 times. And what I'm talking about that's overpriced and overhyped is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Face Base. Out of all the products in here, I would not purchase this one. And this is the second most expensive. This product retails for $77 Canadian and $60 US. Why? Why? Guys, when I first smelled this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very odd at describing scents, but when I smell this, I think of lemon citrus floor cleaner or like wood polisher, like you know the Pledge like dust kind of cleaner. It's fresh, it's good, it has that citrus to it. But that's what this reminds me of. It has vitamin C and vitamin E in it, which is great, and a lot of shea butter, but I feel like for the price, you could get natural shea butter or something that's really minimal in shea butter and it would do the same thing. This kind of just moisturizes the skin. I feel like I've used this under my makeup. It doesn't make it last longer. It doesn't make it look any better when I go in with my regular moisturizers and sunscreen routine before I put my makeup. But essentially all this is shea butter. And shea butter can sometimes clog certain people's pores on their face. So I found that when I used it, I got a little bit of bumpiness, but nothing too major. Like I didn't, maybe it was just like that time of the week or time of the month, I should say. I just personally, like out of all the products, $77 for this product, it's not worth it. It is so overpriced and it is so overhyped on here on YouTube. And I just like, it's literally shea butter. They're ripping us off. They're putting shea butter in a jar and charging 77 bucks. Like, and I don't see that much of a difference in my makeup that it's like, you know what, this is worth the 77 bucks. So a vitamin enriched face base, you're a no from me, and I regret buying this product the most. The next overhyped and overpriced product I have for you guys is a lipstick, and this is the Tom Ford Lip Color Lipsticks. I love this lipstick. It is probably one of my favorite lipsticks of all time, but I don't buy these lipsticks unless I go to duty free in the airport because you don't get taxed, and then as well you don't, there's a couple dollars off on these things, or the Sephora VIB sale. The packaging is my favorite packaging ever. Like if I was to have a brand, this is I would have packaging like this. It has such a nice weight to it, and I love this lipstick shade. Now I have the color 62 in Satin Chic. I love this nude. Like I don't regret buying this lipstick because it's beautiful. But do you want to know how much these lipsticks cost? This is the most expensive one in my collection, and it is $70 Canadian and $55 US for a lipstick. Don't get me wrong, the formula is beautiful. They have a beautiful color selection, but you can get a lipstick from the drugstore from Maybelline that has an amazing formula for 1/10 of the price, let's be honest here. Honestly, like I said, I collect Luxe lipsticks and I knew I wanted a Tom Ford one, but you don't need this. Like if you want to buy one just to have it, that's cool, but it's not a product that's gonna change your life or it's so amazing. I love this, but it is overpriced and overhyped. And now I'm removing $10 worth of lipstick on my hand. So the second last product I have for you guys that I think is overpriced and overhyped is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Oh, look at the top. See, the thing is, Luxe products, like they're nice, like luxury beauty items, but they get so dirty because they use like that glossy coating. This product, I'm gonna tell you the price. It is $55 Canadian and $46 US. And it's not that it's not worth that much, but I think that they could have put more product in it so it's worth the while. Now I have the Laura Mercier powder as well. And this product comes with 29 grams and the price of it is $48 Canadian and $39 American. So this product has 29 grams and this one has 10.5 grams. This powder has a third of what the Laura Mercier translucent powder has. Some people use a lot of powder and there's others that use a little bit. So if you're someone who has dry skin and you use a tiny bit of powder, then I can maybe see investing in this. But if you like to set your face or bake, you're throwing your money out the window. Like you're putting all your change down the toilet and flushing it a couple times because that's crazy. Like having a third amount of product and it doesn't look like it. The packaging's deceiving and it does have a beautiful packaging, I'm not gonna lie. It has like that net. It just keeps the powder a little bit more organized. See now, $10 went into the air when I was closing the jar. Oh, another 5. But another overpriced and overhyped product, in my opinion. Not saying these products are all bad, like some of them obviously I don't like, but I just wish companies were a little bit more fair in their pricing. And I get it has crazy packaging, but I work at a Mythic counter and I know the markups these brands do and how much they actually profit from it, and it's crazy. Like they definitely can lower the price on some of these products. Now the last overhyped and overpriced product breaks my heart. I'm upset. I'm sad because this is my favorite fragrance in the world. Like even more so than the other fragrance I'm going to talk about and compare it to. And it is the Tom Ford fragrance in Neroli Portofino Eau de Parfum. Now this is a 50 ml bottle. And do you want me to tell you the price of this 50 ml bottle? $275 Canadian and $235 US. The smell, this is my favorite smell in the world. Every time I smell this fragrance, it fills me with happiness and a big smile on my face. I think about the ocean, the waves, and the sand and the beach. Like that's where my happy place is. And I know a lot of people love the beach too, but it's so therapeutic, and this is what it reminds me of. It reminds me a little bit of a high-end sunscreen too, and just like tropical vibes, but it's so good, but it does not last at all in the skin. And this is an eau de parfum. Naturally, eau de parfums have a higher oil concentrate than an eau de toilette, which is more of a water base. And not all people, because I find sometimes eau de toilettes can last longer on me depending the brand and the fragrance itself. But this is supposed to last a while, and it's an eau de parfum. It doesn't. If you go look on Sephora, a lot of the reviews say the same thing. A beautiful fragrance, but doesn't have the staying power. And it's so expensive. I expect this to stay on for 5 days. But it doesn't. It's just so heartbreaking because I love this fragrance, but I can't push myself to spend $235/$275 on a fragrance that's not gonna last. And it sucks so much because the other fragrance I wear, it's like water to me, and this is one I wear every single day, and my second favorite comparing to the Tom Ford, and it is the Chanel Eau Tendre fragrance. Now this is an eau de toilette, but when I spray this on my body, you can still smell it for a couple days. And the size of this is 150, so 150 mils versus 50 mils. And do you want to know how much the price for 150 ml of this Chanel bottle is? 165 or 63 in Canadian versus 275 Canadian for 50 ml. That's a third of the amount in this bottle. I love it, but economically, this is a better one for me to wear, and it lasts, and it's beautiful. Ugh. Honestly, these two fragrances are my favorite scents, but sorry for that ramble on the Chanel fragrance too. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys and letting you know. I like luxury beauty items. I'm gonna be the first one to say I love luxury beauty items. I try to save my money here and there to buy these certain products, but I know when a product is worth the amount it's sold versus when it's not. It sucks because a lot of luxury beauty items, they're overpriced. But guess what? I still buy them. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to make this video just to let you know about some of the products that I think that are overpriced and overhyped. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, the beauty industry is a beautiful thing, but sometimes it can really rip you off. So I don't know. These are just all my opinions on these products. If you don't agree with me, that is more than okay. But I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And like always, remember, sub it if you love it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Okay, you know what, guys? It's gonna have to be this or no video. Oh, you can see me. There I am with a little funhouse mirror. If Marc Jacobs comes out with anything like this, oh, there I am. I look pretty tan in that. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. $30 right there. It smells so good. Oh. I love this fragrance. Why do you have to be so much money? I look like a poodle. Rough. Rough. Like the dog and the state of my hair. I'm not trying to be insensitive to like drugs and drug problems, but like, I'm sorry, I love it. This lash is all fucked up, just like me.